How is everybody? How are everybody? How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm wearing my Jaja Gabor outfit. Just wanting to be a little bit, I don't know. I'm trying to fit in my new place, my new home. Here we are. That's my portrait from when I was 6 years old. You can't see it on YouTube, but you could see it on Facebook. Good morning, Darla. Good morning, good morning. I'm so looking forward to helping anybody. And Kathy Gill Wrestler, I'm so glad you're watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm getting people's questions. Come on. And make sure I'm tuned in as supposed to be. There's some little finagling here with electronics and so forth, as usual, given that I'm the only one manning the ship, as usual. Pardon me. Little thumb in the way. So, I think it's a good day to open the records. So, allow this prayer, this Akashic Records prayer, from bringing forth soul consciousness to flow through you and over you. Just let the words mingle into you and vibrate within you, in whatever way. There's really not anything you can do to mess it up. And neither can I. Okay, here's the prayer. By the power of divine light within us, come, Holy Spirit, Spirit of light, Spirit of truth. For the highest good of all throughout time, fill our hearts with divine love. As we humbly ask permission to open the divine portal to the highest realm of the Akashic Records for those present. Akashic beings of light, guide those present to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our abundance and highest good. Great Creatress, assist those present to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround those present with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct those present's perspective and actions to those that manifest our divine plans. Akashic beings of light, Akashic beings of light, guide those present to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our abundance and highest good. Great Creatress, assist those present to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround those present with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct those present perspective and actions to those that manifest our divine plans. Akashic beings of light, guide those present to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any restrictions and blocks to our abundance and highest good. Great Creatress, assist those present to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround those present with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct those presence, perspective, and actions to those that manifest our divine plans. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear, we are now filled with divine love, and the records are now open. Settle in here, just relaxing, taking a moment to be where you are, be as you are. Oh, Pat Hansen, I'm glad you like the new space. I do too. I really like it. It's great. It's a good space. I've been drawn to this as a stand of being more and more in touch with the divine, more and more operating from that which the divine recommends, orienting myself less to pleasing others or wrapping my life around other people as to wrapping my life around my soul and the divine. This is what is necessary. All right, Pat Hansen starting us off good. A moment, Pat, if you would. Darla says this is the anniversary of Sam's passing. Darla is my aunt, and Sam was my uncle who has now passed, obviously. A year? It's been a year? Holy cow. Akashic beings of light, may I please speak with Sam Lukens? Sam is chuckling. He says, of course, we'll bring through some information. This seems odd, but he says he's trying all kinds of new things, one of which is bocce ball. He says he is allowed here so much freedom of expression, so much, well, in a way, healing and restoring of those frayed ends that get worn in physical life, frayed nerves, that insistence on holding a perspective and adhering to an allegiance is a lot, oh well, it's just not there. It's as if all the dogma of Christianity has gone away and he walks with Jesus the Christ. He sits with him all the time in meditation and being with the Christ. It is his glorious honor to be with the Christ. And he's one of many, 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 just a huge amount of multitudes who are with the Christ. And it's interesting, the picture that I'm receiving is that Sam is right up front in this massive, massive group of people who are tuned into the Christ and tuned into their love for the Christ. And the Christ is with each and every one of them individually, as well as sitting in the throne at the front of the room, the front of the. It's not exactly a room. In a land of non-material items, it's not exactly a room. It's like a space with open sky, almost as if everybody is sitting cross-legged in midair. But they're sitting in the group, a massive group, much as you would see with a group of attendees who are there to visit their guru, their spiritual teacher in India, their leader, spiritual leader. There is so much that has been lifted from his heart. I just see things coming up off his heart, floating away as being not necessary, cumbersome, no longer required for life on earth. He does miss you, and he misses his kids. He says, hello, Stephen. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Jane. Oh, I forget the youngest one's name. Her name will come to me. She's there. Annie is the one forgetting the name. He says he's arranged a beautiful reception for you, Darla. Whenever you decide you're ready. He says there's no rush because there is no time in the land of souls, in this dimension of consciousness, this dimension of, well, it's a different reality. He says there's not a pull, but you'll know when it's time to go. Just make a decision in your heart. It might be enjoyable for you to feel your life as your own. To be beholden to no one. To do the last restoration of your physical body the best you can. And it seems that there is an accomplishment there, a change of being. And an acceptance of the responsibility of owning this physical body and being required to attend to it, as well as all that it has done for you, being in appreciation of it. Sam has moved Jesus into the picture here in this conversation. And the Christ's message to you, Darla, is to be joyful. Nothing has gone wrong. Things are the way they are for a reason. To give thanks to the flowers that bloom, the rain that falls, the sun that shines, the visitors who drop by. And Jesus the Christ also says he's sending people to give you spiritual sustenance in person, the kids, your friends. You're in the season of the women. Where does women who are gathering, who are caring for one another, who are being women, and this is to be respected and honored and enjoyed. It is all right if the grief still gets you, of course. It has been as if you lost one side of your body. To have Sam die. But he is scouting and creating the most easy and glorious re-entry into the soul world when it is your time. But again, there's no rush. When you decide, when you are ready. That's what is important. Just put these glasses on so I can read. Diana is the youngest. Thank you, thank you. Well, a goddess name. Very good. She's well named. All right, we're going to go on to Pat Hansen's question. With all the volcanic activity in the recent weeks, is there a possibility of an eruption that changes the weather around the world? Can we help calm the activity? Well, this is a time of disruption and disorder. And it is also a time where there will be some attrition of souls in physical bodies. Some people who choose death, some people who may not know that they chose death, whether it's by governmental neglect or by volcanic activity, all of that. It is a time of immense change. And it is a time to be very, very open and flexible about Mother Earth and our relationship to her and our responsibility to preserving her wholeness, respecting Mother Earth. It is a time to limit unnecessary activity, that causes greater and greater global warming. It is a time to find peace when there is stillness in your heart, Pat. That is the stillness that affects the world. When there is calmness, when there is that centeredness in the moment of being, knowing that your heart is one with your soul and your soul is one with the divine, and everything is encircled, including Mother Earth, by the divine. Then that adds the calm. It adds to the volume of calm that is available every day, in every moment, within yourself, within your being, within all those that you come in contact with. Disruptions, eruptions. It's all a bigger picture of what's going on inside. It can't be hidden. It can't be denied. Let me just refresh my page so I can make sure I'm up to date with up to the moment with the questions. Tempers are hot. The game now, as seen from the Akashic Records point of view, is that we are moving from us against them in a warlike fashion to expand to include. For everyone, everywhere has felt imperious, wanting to dominate, wanting to lead by violent or through the power of the fist, wanting to dominate by leading through the power of the message, adjusting facts to fit their point of view. If you are looking to the world for stability, you are not going to be happy. You're going to be unsatisfied and unstable. It is when you go inside and reorganize yourself and reorient yourself to your connection with the divine. This is how you become well and be calmed and unified and still within. You let go of this humanity's natural desire to disagree. And understanding that all people are one person. The starving, the immigrants, those who are sent out to do the work of their higher ups and do the violent deeds that create an air of fear and dominance. We have all been these roles. It is as if we are innocent without being innocent. We start with good intentions. Some would say that the earth is the land of intentions. And the evidence of intentions over thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Unity, accommodation, equality, healing. Healing our relationship with the divine. Placing ourselves in the divine's hands. This is what is important. This is what makes life worth living. This is how we are provided and maintained and sustained, is by our connection with the divine. It is so true. So true. You're welcome, Darla. Thank you. I love it that you come to these things. It's really quite a surprise. Things that set us afire, that we are passionate about. As long as we agree to be the expression of this passion in a peaceful way, in an accommodating way for all. When we take everyone out of the judgment jail, not just ourselves, or the self-judgment jail, releasing ourselves from the self-judgment jail, then we get some measure of space, ability to expand and enlarge ourselves. There is some room in between all the cellular clusters for new things to come in and occur. Do you feel that working inside you now? When there is space for the new to bloom inside us, we are tilling the fields of new spiritual growth, fertilizing the soil of new spiritual growth, of expanding the space within ourselves in which the soul can express itself fully. You may need to move your head and neck around to give a little bit more room, and even the shoulders as well. Maybe breathing a little bit here. Understand that the physical effect of fear is a clamping down, a tightening, a reduction of the flow of oxygen and blood and minerals and nutrients throughout the body and the mind. Fear. Future events already ruined. My favorite acronym. Future events already ruined. My favorite acronym for fear. Oh, it just says it all. Because when I fear what is going on, I'm always certain that it is not good. But when I accept what is going on, I allow myself the space to loosen up, adapt, expand to include, that reality is not only what is shown on the news or what is being broadcast through technology, but we are one with the divine. And it is with the divine that we are filled with love, with space, with options, choices. Choose to expand, to include. Why limit yourself to either or? It's too small. It's not enough room to play. It doesn't allow for discovery, expansion, experimentation, exploration. Expand to include, my friends. It makes it so much easier. Let's look and see if we've got any other questioners. I'm going to switch to some of my favorite topics. One is bringing forth soul consciousness, an Akashic Records guide to living a fulfilled life. Now, on Zoom, this is reversed. It's not supposed to be reversed, but sorry, it's reversed. On Facebook, it's reversed too. I'll have to figure that one out again. It keeps changing. They keep changing the format, and then I don't necessarily know how to adapt so I can get my message across. But anyway, this is a useful book for bringing forth that larger, more expansive, more heartfelt part of yourself. The part of you that truly is connected to the divine. This book will bring you a lot of pleasure. It may also bring a lot of questions too, which I invite you to ask. Ask me questions about what you read in here. If there's something that seems unclear, or if you want to know, well, the way I get this is it shows up like such and so, and is that correct? And we can explore that in your understanding. I would love to do that. So the other thing that is coming up is on June 28th. I'm leading a class called Body and Soul Akashic Healing Webinar. Now, this is using the Akashic Records to really focus on healing. There are 3 levels of healing in the Akashic Records. First off is the story. What is the story I or my family or my ancestors have been saying about us or our family or the group of people with which we spend most of our lives with, and the souls that we are most connected to? What is the story? Is that accurate? Sometimes the story is not as big as you are. Sometimes the story is a little bit old and small. And that can be addressed through an adjustment of perspective. And the Akashic Records are one of the best places to change my perspective. I get a whole different perspective of all kinds of things when I'm in my Akashic Records and I'm using my records to learn and to explore and to expand my consciousness. Second level of healing is causes and conditions. The easiest way of understanding causes and conditions is, were you raised in an area with some toxic waste, and is that what is causing physical breakdowns? Were you raised in an environment where the understanding of love was that if somebody doesn't beat me, they don't really love me? If somebody doesn't misuse me, they don't really love me? Or is love a product of drama and being dramatic? Causes and conditions. I know that in my own life, I realized that my father gave me this idea that if I didn't know the answer, I was in danger. Not knowing was dangerous. It was as if, it wasn't okay to just have a question or be in the process of figuring it out. So that caused me, it was a condition I was raised with, to try to always know what was going on and be in charge. And I can't be always in charge. I'm an experimenter. I'm a player. I'm a changer. I explore. I'm, all that kind of stuff. So, causes and conditions is the middle, second level of healing in the Akashic Records. The third level is a change in the soul blueprint. The soul has a set of parameters, energetic, philosophical, moral, physical parameters that it comes into this life with. And it uses certain situations to bring a greater wholeness or an elevated understanding of love, connection, healing. And if there is a limited understanding of that, in the soul level blueprint, there will be a limitation. And the soul level healing at the level of the blueprint is the highest order of healing, because the blueprint shifts and there is an energetic adjustment that calms the body, organizes the energy, uplifts the heart, expands the consciousness. And that is so juicy. Now, the reason I bring these up is because in the Body and Soul Healing, Akashic Healing webinar, we're going to explore these levels of healing through our experiences of illness and injury, trauma, all of those things that have affected us so physically that we have made decisions based on that. Maybe they're inaccurate decisions. Or perhaps we have acted based on misunderstandings. That misunderstanding of where we can't be connected to our soul. That misunderstanding that our soul is somehow our responsibility, but we have no tools, no power, no authority to interact with it and affect it, or work in harmony with it, in partnership with it. And also, how do we work in harmony and partnership with our bodies. This, to me, this is very important. And that's because in my experience of healing from multiple sclerosis, healing from 3 tubal pregnancies and a miscarriage, healing from having to give an adopted baby back, healing from relationships, loss, healing from thinking I had to be someone in sales and, wear a pinstripe suit and carry a briefcase, to becoming a professional psychic. It's a big stretch. Healing from my misunderstandings about the nature of success and service. All of these things, they're very important. Healing and harmonizing my understanding of reality and the power of my soul and my belongingness with the divine. Restoring unity there with the divine. So important, so helpful. All right, the class is Body and Soul Akashic Healing Webinar, and it's going to be on June 28th. That's a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll have about a 30 or 45 minute lunch in between. And I would like you to be part of this class. And if you sign up real soon, I think it's before the 14th, it's only $154. This is for nearly 6 hours of instruction with someone who's done thousands of Akashic Records readings and thousands of psychic readings. This is where you get to experience your own Akashic Records and really learn how to work in your Akashic Records effectively, explore usefully. This class will give you a lot of skills and open up a lot of territory for you. If you've been feeling limited by your physical body, then let's figure out what the message is, because there have been messages in everything, as far as I can tell, about the physical body. This is a physical world. We came in here to be in a physical body and to learn what it is to own a physical body. And what have we learned? Or are we just being victimized by our bodies? I don't believe that. It's a rough ride, yes, very much so. But also, it can be very compassionate and loving. You deserve to have all of that. All right. It has been my pleasure to be here with you on Facebook. It's been my pleasure to be here with you on YouTube. You are the purpose that I do all these things. You're the reason why, and that is as it should be. Just going to check and see if there have been any changes in the questions here. Kind of a quiet little day on Facebook, but deep and important. You are important. Your wellness, your happiness, your joy, your physical comfort in your body is important. And please do reach out to me if you want to purchase a book, signed or otherwise. It's also finally up on Audible as an audiobook. Don't miss it. It's on Audible. As well as a whole lot of other platforms, including libraries. My book is in the library. It can be had in that way. It's quite reasonable. And I wish you a good day. Have a marvelous time. Enjoy yourselves.